just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola. What's the word on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Way back there. And gone! The first batter of the game leaves the yard. It's 1-0. Now the number 2 hitter, Tyler Soderstrom. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Nola's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts throughout the year, Boog. He's got multiple seasons with 200-plus Ks and a pitch arsenal that leaves most hitters frustrated as they walk back to the dugout.
And that's a base hit into left field. And that's a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And there are 2 down. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
The center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Rooker makes the grab, and that is that. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Weston Wilson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Povich, a 6'3" lefty, 24 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2021. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Trey Turner. Headed towards the corner. Tatis really on his horse for it. Makes the catch. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Brent Rooker stands in for the Phillies. Line drive. Reaching down. Makes the catch. New inning getting started. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. And a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting 7th, the shortstop.
Next for the Padres, Jackson Holliday. And there's a strike.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Turner. 1 at second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Two down. Now a long throw to first. Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. And first offering is fouled off.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Holliday, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park, where these Phillies fans are geared up for another season. Their postseason run was cut short after they ran into a red-hot Mets team in the NLDS.
Yeah, that was a tough series to swallow for these fans. Phillies were good all year. But
now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. And we're level. It's 1-1. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Squeezes it. One down. Last year, the Phillies had the second best record in baseball behind the Dodgers.
yeah, and that's just not good enough for these fans. They want success in October, not just the regular season.
On a line out towards center. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
On the ground. And foul ball. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one. On to the 3rd inning. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Nola back to work. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
You know, these Padres definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. And here's the catcher, Tyler Soderstrom. And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out. Now the DH for the Padres, Jacob Wilson. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Swing and a miss. Aaron Nola. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's a speed threat. Johan Rojas. On the ground to the left. Boots it. Still fires to first. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. And now it's JT Real Muto. In the air, left side. Varsho. Drops into the glove. 2 down. So the Philly batting order turns over. Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies.
Wilson.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Ball one there. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the 2nd game of the series. And a base hit. Runner puts on the brakes at 2nd, so it's 1st and 2nd with 2 out.
All over that one right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
That's hard hit on the line. He's got it, and that will end the inning. Start of the 4th. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that is out of play.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order 2nd time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Pitch misses there, and the count even 1-1. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
On the ground to third, Trey Turner gloves it, and it gets by him. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. And now the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. That misses the zone. 1-0. Turner. There's one. Throw to first, but he beat it. So man aboard, one down, and it's Tatis at the plate. That one fouled off.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Fought off foul. Tatis waits. That's inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cruz, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Inside. And the count is even, 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Jackson Holiday, the next up for the Padres. Out to short, Turner. That ends the frame. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom 4, and now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Castellanos measures 6 feet 4 inches, 205 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2010. Ripped to short. Throws to first in time. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. And now it's Alec Bohm. And delivers outside. Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. This one in the air. Guerrero settles underneath it. Corrals it. And that is that. Back here in Philadelphia, ready now for the 5th inning. And now the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
Boom, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
On the ground right side. Tosses to first. 1 away here in the 5th. So digging in, Jose Iglesias. And a foul ball. Nola fires. This to third, and that's just foul. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. 1 down, base is empty. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Real Muto up with it, fires to first. In time for the 2nd out. Good job to clean it up after the drop 3rd strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Swings and misses. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Bryce Harper to the plate. Swings through that one for strike one.
Oh, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Tatis makes the grab, and there's one down. And now for the Phillies, Johan Rojas. Now one missed.
1 ball, no strike.
That's to third. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Roll picked out of the dirt. Body save.
Y'all just put it in play, right? With his speed, that's a hit every time. And now they've got some speed.
Rudder takes off. That's in for a strike. No throw. He's in there safely. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. On the ground to first, Sheets. Fires to first. Gets the catcher by a step.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Wilson, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-0. Fastball for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Reaching down, makes the catch. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Tyler Soderstrom. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
You know, these Padres, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So digging in now for San Diego, Jacob Wilson. Swinging a foul out of play.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
Now he breaks his bat, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now at the plate. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 6th, Trey Turner at the plate. Povich back to work. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. It's off the top of the wall. Around first and hustling for second. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Now, Brent Rooker. On the inside corner for a strike. Oh, right to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He's already homered here in this one. And that one fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Hammered on the line, base hit. Turner comes in to score. And it's an RBI single. They take the lead. It's 2-1. One down. And here comes Alec Bohm. To third, might be 2. Fires to second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning. Top of inning number 7. Stepping in for San Diego, O'Neal Cruz. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Waste no time there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And that one is lifted in the air. Rojas settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. Next for the Padres, Jackson Holiday. 0 for 2 in this one. And that gets down into the gap. The throw to third. The tag. He's out. So digging in now for San Diego, Gavin Sheets. That one the other way. Fair ball. The throw in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. Harper steps on the bag. They limit the damage here. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Cruz going back and brings it in at the wall. Here is Bryce Harper. Center field. Cruz sizes this one up. 2 down. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. And a foul ball.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters.
Makes the catch, inning over. We go to the 8th, and now it's going to be Dalton Varsho. Late on that fastball.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Got him! Strikeout number 8. And now Tyler Soderstrom.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
The other way. He hauls it in. 2 away. So here's the Padres DH, Jacob Wilson. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 strike.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Castellanos on his horse, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 8th, and digging in for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. Tap foul at the plate. High fly ball, right field. Makes the grab, 1 down. Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 1 out, bases empty. Check swing, called strike. Swing and a ground ball. Sends it over to Sheets, and they get the out. Here's Turner now.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one's carrying. Just missed it. Back here in Philadelphia, stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And fouled off. The 0-1.
That's the ball.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him swinging. Here's the center fielder. O'Neill Cruz, 1 for 3.
Number 25, Matt Ross.
Swings through that one. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. He makes the grab, and that is that. So bottom of the 9th, here's the left fielder, Brent Rooker. 0 for 3 in this one.
Rooker.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Tatis brings it in. 1 away. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. He's already homered in this game. Out towards right center field. Cruz on the move. Makes the catch for the second out. Alec Bohm will hit next. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you.
Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Alec Jacob.
Number 28, Christian.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Back at Citizens Bank Park, on to extra innings. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jackson Holliday. Strom back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Luis Angel Acuna.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
0-2 now as he swings through it. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Up and in, 2-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here's the first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And that is out of play. Rooker towards the line. Stretches out and hauls it in. Jose Iglesias. The next up for the Padres. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And it's fouled off. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. squirts away a little bit, and the runner holds. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, we're in extras here. And the batter now, Bryce Harper.
For the Phillies, the first baseman, Bryce.
First pitch
Harper
misses. Just missed. Next pitch is outside.
Would love to see him get the green light, even with the 3-0 count right here. Let's see if he can create some magic.
Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving. First and second, no outs. This to center field. He's under it. Squeezes it, and that is a big first out. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto.
JT.
0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1 away, and the game-winning run stands at second. This one in the air, center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. He's in there, and the winning run is 90 feet away with 2 out. Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies.
Number 5, Bryson.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
One ball.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And he won around. Just enough that time. That one missing inside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going. Up steps Trey Turner in a pivotal spot. Line drive, makes the grab, and that's the inning. Now we go to the 11th. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Dalton Varsho. Late with the swing there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that one fouled off.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet.
Flails at that one. It's a strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Soderstrom digs in now. Fought off foul. Strike 2.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And next is the designated hitter. Jacob Wilson.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 74, Felix Bautista.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That's strike 1. Swings through that.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position, and we're here at the top half of the 11th. Castellanos on his horse. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. All set for the bottom of the 11th. Now the left fielder, Brent Rooker. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Hit hard on the ground to short. Jump throw across his body, and very nicely done for the out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nick Castellanos. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Phillies walk it off in the 11th.